completely broke down, crying uncontrollably. She admitted to Beth that she regretted refusing to listen to her earlier, and she apologized sincerely for how she had treated her. Beth immediately hugged Sandy tightly while both cried in each other's arms, but after a few moments, Beth quietly asked Sandy to forgive her too. Sandy looked at her in confusion and asked her for what exactly. Beth then confessed that she had originally been the one taking money from the pharmacy because she constantly needed to maintain payments for the card reader while desperately trying to find a way to come to America, too. Sandy touched her mouth in disbelief after hearing that confession. Beth cried harder while admitting selfishness had pushed her into blaming innocent people. Sandy remembered what she had recently read in the book Taiho gave her, especially the section explaining how excessive anger abnormally increased stress hormones and could worsen voice impairment conditions. Instead of reacting violently, Sandy forced herself to calm down. She buried her face into the pillow while crying silently about everything Beth had confessed. She automatically thought about prayer again. Quietly, she prayed and asked God to calm her heart enough for her to forgive Beth properly, the same way she desperately needed forgiveness from others, too. Slowly, peace began settling inside her chest again. She realized her choices had wounded both of them far beyond what money itself could ever repair. Then Sandy finally held Beth's hands gently and told her she forgave her completely. She explained they would eventually work the money back honestly together. Hearing those words shattered Beth emotionally. She cried in Sandy's arms and begged Sandy to teach her how to pray too, because constantly maintaining the card reader payments had tempted her deeply into wrongdoing. Sandy stared at Beth in disbelief before both girls unexpectedly laughed through tears. Sandy jokingly asked if perhaps they had both died without realizing it yet. After drying their tears, Sandy hugged Beth tightly again and admitted how badly they had wronged Lena, their families, Mark, Tom, Thabo, and everyone else around them because of jealousy. Healing truly begins the moment a person stops defending their wrongs and starts confronting them honestly. Then Beth quietly asked Sandy why she was wearing the prison uniform. Sandy looked down for a moment before calmly explaining everything that had happened to her in detail. This time, she spoke honestly, without hiding behind shame or pride. Sandy had read something else in Taiho's book that remained deeply in her mind. The book explained how pride could stand directly in the way of healing yourself, because shame often forces people to hide their truth instead of confronting it honestly. Talking openly about your situation without fear of embarrassment could slowly move a person closer toward acceptance.